What's going on, crew? Welcome back to the Farm Rescue series. So we just got done eating and I just received a phone call from Clint. It's been about a week since we were out at the farm, and he said that they got that road put in. So it's just past 1 o'clock, and that means that we have work to do. It's the last day of July, so it's July 31st. So we need to get back to the rental property and get the tractor, and then head back up to RidgeLine, see about renting a plow, because we need to plow those two fields now that they're, well, the one field that's now split into two. Looks like Sandy's truck's already there, so I'll catch back up with you when we get to the rental property. Alright, just pulling into the rental property now, and I'm just going to drop off the truck and get straight into the tractor and head straight down to RidgeLine. We've got a lot to try to get done within this episode, and with it being the last day of July, time is not on our side. So let's just go ahead and come over here and let's jump in the Massey, get it started, and be on our way. So I will catch up with you guys up at RidgeLine. Ooh, that was a big turn. Sorry, buddy. But I'll catch up with you guys when we get to RidgeLine. So we're here, and this is going to be my first interaction with Sandy since she took over. I haven't been here since she got here about a week ago. So this is going to be probably an interesting conversation, but we'll see what we got. Let's see, front door, side door. I'll go in the side door. That's what's open.
Good afternoon, HK. What can I help you with today?
Hey Sandy, I'm looking to lease a plow just for the day. Maybe two. Field's prepped and ready. Figured I might as well get it knocked out before the next round of rain shows up, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha. We've got a Lizard 6 MT available in the yard. Are you pulling it with the Massey?
Yep, should handle it just fine.
All right, let me get the lease paperwork started. It breaks down like this. Base cost is $340.00. Plus $170.00 per workday and $357.00 per hour of use. You're looking at a total estimate of $867.00 for a full day's lease if you put in a couple hours work.
Sounds fair. Go ahead and lock it in.
You're all set. Now, I do things a little different from how Jim ran it. Once you've signed, just take this slip out to the yard and hook up the plow yourself. It's parked by the north gate, first one in the plow section. Look for the yellow tag on the hitch.
Sounds simple enough. Appreciate the heads up. Thank you.
If you run into any issues out there, just give me a shout. And when you're done, return it clean or I'll have to tack on a wash fee. Jim was a little more forgiving, but I've got a tighter system to keep things running smooth.
Noted. I'll treat it like it's your personal garden tiller.
Now you're getting it.
Well, this is definitely different, but it doesn't matter. Change is alright. So let's go and get that gate open. And why is my weight down? I'm going to need to raise that up. So let's go and get the Massey turned on and raise that weight. And she said that we needed to look for the yellow tag. It's over here on this north side first in the plow section. Oh, yep, I see it. It's right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and try and back up in to a area that we can get connected to it. And am I gonna hit that fertilizer spreader? No. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut into it. Yep, there we go. and then we'll fold it so we can actually drive with it. Right, we'll head back out the gate, and then I'll close the gate behind me, and then we'll get up to the farm itself to start plowing. So I'll catch back up to you guys at the farm. Alright, pulling back up to the farm. It looks like they got the interior, or the exterior of the house completely done. Still don't know if I can go in or not, but looks like they got the front open for that. Oh, I'll have to check into that. But yeah, they got this road in, as you can see right here in front. And we're gonna go ahead and get plowing on this field, because this is going to be our wheat field that's going to be available to plant next month. Well, tomorrow, in all reality. So we need to get out here and get this field prepped and ready for that. So let's go ahead and lower the plow. And let's make sure that it's working properly. And as long as everything's running good, we will go ahead and turn on the radio and throw up the drone and get started. So, looks good. So we'll go ahead and get that going with the radio.
Well, hey there. It's 1:15 in the valley and sitting steady at 79 degrees this afternoon. We've had a pretty decent stretch today, but heads up. There's a slim chance of rain drifting in around the 5 o'clock mark. Not a guarantee, but enough to keep the tarp handy if you've got equipment sitting out. Now, let's slow it down just a bit. Coming up next is a power ballad that hits like a freight train with feelings, off their Rolling Steel Horizons album. Here's Piston Heart Lullaby by Chrome Valley. You're cruising with Cass on the Haywire, 97.9 FM.
But this old road knows what I'm about. Through the gears and goodbye. Every beat of this engine's a vow I sign. I'm coming home where your love's still mine. Singing an piston hot lullaby. Yeah, piston hot lullaby.
Alright, we got done with plowing that field, and I didn't even think about it. We just drove over the road. You probably wanted to see the road, so we're driving on it now. It kind of arcs back just back here towards this tree line like I wanted. But what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be dropping off the plow here because the tractor is sputtering and it's not running right. So I'm going to run up to RidgeLine and see if there's any way I can get Jim to look at it real quick for me. Because, like I said, it's just not feeling right for me. So I'm going to try and get him to look at it. Hopefully it's something that he can fix like today, because I still got that other part of that field to plow. That's right here on the right of us. And I've also got a bunch of other things that I need to do. We need to do stone picking because it's pulling up stones. We got to lime the fields. We got to fertilize the fields. We got to do everything and get seed in the ground starting tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be able to get it all done and not worry about it, but I don't know. I don't know what his schedule is like. I know that for a while he was the only one in the shop at RidgeLine, and he was doing everything ever since Jason left. So he may be completely booked and backed up with services that he needs to do. I don't know. We'll have to get up there and find out. Also, contracts have been very, very limited over the last month or so. Granted, it was planting season, and it's just now turning into some harvesting, not much, but it has not been busy at all on the contract side. Oh, car's gonna wait for me. Cool. So I haven't really been able to pick up very many contracts, maybe one here or there, where before I was able to get like 3 to 4 in a day. So like 9 to, I'd say between 9 and 12 a month, and now we're lucky if we get 2 a month. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up here in front of Bay 2 and run in and talk to Jim real quick. Looks like he's up there at the workbench. So let's run over there and let's have a talk with him. Well, now, look who's elbow deep in roll work again. How's it feel being back in the shop, Jim?
Like I never left. I gotta say, it's good being back here. A man can only stare at spreadsheets and invoice slips for so long.
Amen to that. I guess Sandy's holding down the front counter?
She is, and she's killing it. Runs a tight ship. She's got her own system, checklist for everything. I told her, it's yours now, run it how you see fit. I trust her. Plus, gives me time to focus on machines instead of mileage logs.
Yeah, I noticed the changes. She had me pick up the plow rental straight from the yard. No shop walkthrough, just a clipboard and a map.
Yup, that's all her. Streamlined. Different from how I used to do it, but not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. But not everyone's good with change, but I'm sure it'll work out in the end. But hey, while I have you here, I think my Massey's starting to act up. Sounds off when I throttle up. Bit of a sputter, might be fuel, might be air. Not 100% sure. Can you take a look at it?
Haven't got anything in Bay 2 right now. Why don't you go ahead and drive it in? I'll give it a once-over.
Right now?
Yup, just pull it straight into Bay 2. I'm wrapping up a parts order, but give me about 45 minutes to an hour. and I'll have time to dig into it.
Okay, perfect. Hopefully it's nothing too deep.
That's what we all hope. I'll give you a ring when I've figured out what's what.
Cool. I'll go pull it in now and I'll give you the keys.
That will work.
Alright, let's jump in here real quick and let's just pull it forward. We're already parked in front of Bay 2. So we'll just pull it forward and put it right next to where he's at. About right here works. Alright, buddy, here's the keys.
Thanks, HK.
Now I've got 45 minutes to an hour to kill. So, since we're right here, just behind the animal dealer, we haven't talked to Katie in a while. So, let's run up and talk to Katie. Let her know how the farm rebuild is going. And see if we can't start looking for cattle. Because it's not going to be long, less than 2 months, that the cattle barn should be up and ready to go. So, oh, yeah, she's right out front. So, let's run up to her there. Hey, Katie.
Well, hey, stranger. Didn't expect to see you out and about. Figured you were buried under blueprints or bailing contracts.
Not far off. Dropped the Massey off at RidgeLine. She's been running a little rough. Jim's going to give her a look and figured I'd swing by while I was waiting.
Smart man. You don't want him poking around your valves while you're standing there watching. So, what's the latest on the rebuild?
Do you have an auction going on today?
Yeah, but it's for horses, not cattle.
Right on. As for the build, it's moving quick now. Buildings are gone, cleanup's done, and framing on the barn starts soon. The cattle barn's set to be finished the first week of September.
That soon, huh? You thinking about bringing in cows right after?
That's the plan. I'm looking to start with about 25 head. Good mix. A couple solid milkers, some young stock, and maybe a few calves in the bunch.
Building a foundation herd. I like it. Holsteins?
Yeah, mostly. Unless you've got something special coming through.
I'll keep an eye out. Got some leads already. I'll let you know once I've had a look.
I appreciate it. I just wanted to give you a heads up now so you can start thinking about it. Come September, I want to be ready to roll.
Well then, I'll make sure you are. You get that barn stood up. I'll make sure it doesn't stay empty long.
Awesome. Thanks, Katie. I appreciate it. But I'm going to go ahead and head out now. But thank you for everything.
Anytime, HK. I will let you know if I find anything.
Awesome. Thanks. Alright, so that was only a few minute conversation. So, looks like all she's got here right now is beef stock. So, yeah, I guess I could try my hand at trying to get a contract. So let's run up to the farmer's market. Well, I had success. I got a contract for Walter. Now, gotta walk home. So I'll catch you back at the field. Alright, that took a little while, but I got to the truck and we got out here to Walter's field. We're gonna fertilize this field here in front of us. And it's not a super large field. We should get it done fairly quickly within a 30-minute window or so. So it should be perfect for us to get back over to RidgeLine and talk to Jim about what he thinks is going on with my Massey. So let's go ahead and get out here on the field and get GPS set up. So that's done, and let's try and find this line here. I don't want that line, I want the middle line. Oh, there it is, I see it. So we're gonna get up over here, and again, same as before, we'll get lined up here, make sure everything's running smoothly, then we'll get the radio on and get the drone up and get to work. So it's started spreading, looks like it's going well. Alright.
Alright folks, it's just past 2:19 here in the valley, and I've got a little update from the digital side of the farm. The Farm Rescue YouTube channel just hit 185 subscribers. Big thanks to everyone who's joined the crew and hit that subscribe button. If you're tuning in and still riding along without subscribing, what are you waiting for? There's always a seat on the tractor for you. Now, let's keep the afternoon rolling. Here comes a southern groove with a gritty edge. This is Steel Hearts and Dirt Roads by Rustwood Revival, right here on the Haywire, 97.9 FM.
So $12,892 is what we got off that contract. And RidgeLine is just across the street. It's what, 2:43 now, so right around that 45-minute mark that Jim had said he needed to take a look at the tractor. So let's get over here and get across the street and let's see if we can get any updates. Hopefully it's good and he's going to tell me I was delusional and there's nothing wrong with it, but let's find out. See what he thinks is going on with it. Well, Jim, what's the verdict?
Well, I gave her a look, and you weren't wrong. She's been running rough for good reason.
Figured. She was struggling when I was doing plowing this morning. So what'd you find out?
Turbo boost pressure sensor's bad, feeding garbage to the ECM, which throws off the fuel-air mix. And your number 3 injector's gummed up. Probably a little debris in the fuel rail. Nothing catastrophic, but it'd only get worse.
Alright. So what's it gonna take to get it right and all, you know?
Here's what we're looking at. New pressure sensor, injector swap, full flush and recalibration. Labor and diagnostics included. Comes out to $2,360.30.
Well, could have been worse, I guess. Glad I caught it early enough. You got the parts in stock?
Got them in back. I can get started after my 3 p.m. appointment. She'll be staged and ready for pickup by 8:30 tomorrow morning.
Alright, well, I guess I don't got any other options. It needs to get done, so let's go ahead and do it.
I won't run the charge until you pick it up, just in case something delays me tonight.
Appreciate that, Jim. I'll be back first thing in the morning. Gotta get back out on those fields.
She'll be running clean. This one's just a bump in the road.
Let's hope that's all it is. Well, I guess that pretty much ends my day of work. On the plus side, he's got the parts, and it'll be ready in the morning. I know rain's supposed to happen tonight, potentially, maybe. So maybe it's a good thing, but I don't know. I just have so much work to do, and with the tractor being down, time wasn't on our side before, so it definitely isn't on our side now. So it's just gonna be, who's that that's calling me? Let's pull over here and let's take a look. Oh, it's West. Let's go ahead and get that. Well, look what the wind blew back in. How's the road been treating you?
Not bad, not bad. Just got back into town, figured I'd check in before you got too far ahead without me.
You're just in time, man. I've been drowning in dirt and diesel these past few weeks without you. The farm rebuild's in full swing, and I've still got a whole mess of field work that's piling up.
Good to hear you're still breathing. What all you got going on?
Well, I got one more field that needs plowing, the new one off the barn lane, and the other side of it. They both need stone picking done to them, less lime, fertilizer, and prepping for seed. Plan on wheat in one and grass in the other, and then come fall, that grass field's getting flipped over to a crop field next year.
Sounds like you saved all the fun stuff for me.
Oh, and the cherry on top? Tractor's in the shop. Turbo sensor and injector issue. Jim's working on it now. Says it'll be ready in the morning.
Oof, rough timing.
Tell me about it. First of the month is tomorrow, too. So I've got a loan payment and lease paperwork to deal with first thing. It's going to be a long morning.
You want me to roll up and get started ahead of you?
Wouldn't hurt. Have lunch a little early and head over around noon with your rig. I'll meet you at the farm as soon as I wrap up this office stuff.
Copy that. I'll be there by 12, ready to dig in.
Appreciate it, brother. Glad you're back.
It's good to be home.
Alright, guys. Well, that's going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support you guys have shown. And if you could, give the video a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And click that notification bell if you want to keep getting notified when these videos come out. And stay tuned for the next episode. I'll see you next time. Peace.